Hey everybody, it's Nathan for Access. This is the final day of E3 and I have just seen a demo of The Division. So I'm now here with Ryan, who's the game director. He's going to talk me through just a few of the points that we've seen. And the first thing I wanted to say was downstairs in the demo, they showed us the kind of, I mean, it's billed as an online RPG.
Yes.
And we kind of saw how players can join seamlessly, and also there was kind of real-time interaction with someone using a tablet. So obviously getting a lot of people into the game at any one time is important to you guys. Can you just talk to us about how you to make it as fluid as possible?
Sure. I mean, from our genesis, the game has been all about multiplayer, and with this type of structure for the game in mind. So very early on, we had matchmaking working with this seamless, joining groups, dropping out of groups. In addition to that, we track, in these games, you track all kinds of data, all the metadata that you get. And what that allows us to do is look at what players are doing in the game, and actually can use that criteria to even match people that have like interests, that both like to maybe do the same types of things in the game. So that's what we're playing, or that's what we have for our matchmaking.
Cool. And can you tell us a bit about? I mean, so downstairs someone had there was a live 2 screens at once next to each other, and there was a tablet, and there was kind of a it was like a tablet version of the game running, but everything that was happening on the big screen in beautiful HD was happening on that tablet.
Yeah, we're super proud of our companion drone, which is on all of the major tablet OSs. And it's real-time simultaneous gameplay, with the HD client. So it's not just looking up, stats or being able to chat. You're playing the main game with a group of up to 4 agents. So a full group in the Division is 4 plus the drone. But the drone works on the same type of principles as our agents do. So you get skills that you unlock through experience. They get more and more powerful as you level up your companion drone, and they really serve a very big support feature for the group. So they can mark targets, do a little bit of damage. They can flush enemies out of cover, since we're a cover-based combat game, and they can do some kind of scouting ahead for the group.
Awesome. And talking about kind of leveling up and that kind of stuff, obviously that's where, I mean, I think in the trailers we've seen a lot of action, but there's obviously what I saw downstairs, just things like picking up loot, and then there are skill trees obviously that people are going to get involved in, and it looks like there's quite a deep system behind it. Can you talk a little bit just about the kind of choices that players are going to be able to make in terms of how they kit their character out, and the kind of the skills and the level, the XP that they devote to particular, how are you going to be able to tactically shape your character?
Sure. Great question. There's a lot of questions, but I think I got the gist of it. I mean, with RPGs, especially group-based RPGs, we feel that roles being important in a group and having a function is really important. So we want to support that with how our skills work for the Division. What we don't want to do is force our players to kind of pick a playstyle or a class up front, which a lot of games do, because then maybe 10, 12, 15 hours into the game you decide, well, I don't really like this playstyle, and I just have to start over. So we're trying to take the good points of the synergies that you have between aggressive playstyles and skills, kind of medium support playstyles and skills, and then the long range kind of tactical high damage. We want that synergy in our groups. We just want it to be very flexible, and you can change it up on the fly.
And can you, there was one example downstairs where someone picked up a tactical bag? I think it was dropped.
Upgrade their Spec Ops pack, your Go bag.
So it's not dropped loot, because I was wondering if there's kind of gear that drops like that in the world.
No, it absolutely is dropped loot. So we're, everything you find in this world is probably important. We're dealing with the resources are going down across, citywide. So, but we are an RPG, and we have quality rarity scale. So in the demo that you're talking about, it was a blue backpack, and those will have better stats, more capacity. You'll be able to modify them deeper. So everything from the skills to player progression to the itemization in the game, it's all RPG focused and kind of character empowerment focused.
Sweet, cool. And obviously this is a Tom Clancy world game.
Yes.
So some of the kind of the weapons, we're kind of looking into a bit of a future space. Some of the tech that's going on. But one of the things specifically I was going to mention was Echo, which is, it looks useful, it looks really pretty, but kind of explain what it does in the game.
Sure. Well, Echo is kind of a frozen moment in time, projected in a 3-dimensional space, and part of our Division tech is the combination of the calculating watch that they have and then their lens, contact lens. So they're constantly gathering data, any type of digital data from a situation or an area in the city. And what you saw in the demo is we came up on that area and we were able to, through closed circuit cameras, some cell phone conversations, reconstruct this scene of what kind of happened. And that's kind of the way we're approaching a lot of different things in the game. You'll be able to find out story hints or narrative hints for the game, access to locations you might not have seen. You can complete missions like you saw in the main stage demo. It was actually a missing persons mission for our agent. So Echo is our investigation/environmental tool for our agents.
And it looked like you made a bit of a face when I said futuristic tech. Is that? I mean, explain to us, because there's homing turret. There's turrets and there's kind of rolling mines, that kind of stuff. But tell us where you think it's pitched.
Well, we have a kind of a mantra, I would say, that technology is our magic, and we are a Clancy game, and we want everything to be grounded, researched, plausible. But then it's an RPG and it's a game, and you really want to push that kind of prototype, techie Clancy theme for the game.
Yeah. So and on that basis, can you give me an example? So, like I said, I saw the turrets and the rolling mines. Yeah. Can you give it? What's your favorite kind of piece of prototype tech?
I'm more of a support player in these types of games, so I like the first aid tree and the links and where you can go with that. So being able to keep my teammates up and kind of enhance their combat prowess is usually my role in these games.
It's a very unselfish answer. Cool, so that's a look at the Division. Thanks very much, Ryan.
You bet.
Don't forget to stay tuned to PlayStation Access for E3 this week and next week as well.